closer. He knows it's going to happen sooner or later.
Cardale Jones, little flip to Braxton Miller, and Miller buried in the backfield.
The only position group at Indiana that is young and inexperienced is the secondary, and this is Rashard Fant, a sophomore corner who played a bunch last year, so he's young, does have some experience.
7 yards. It's a heck of a start for this defense, and Ezekiel Elliott hit by 4 men. Andre Brown came to Jones. Elliott, and again, that Indiana defense pretty stiff up front. Cardale, an Illinois game that we saw after 2 picks and a very inaccurate performance. Defensive coordinator Brian Knorr says we can't stop everything.
Left tackle Decker's block.
Jones, who has missed some deep shots, hit from behind, the ball's out. And Ohio State has recovered. Coming from behind, Nick Mangieri. 15, Indiana shows blitz again. They come with 4. Elliott out in the flat. Breaks contained, gets across the 40. They need to reach the 30 because of his mechanics. He's throwing the ball flat-footed, but you're right, on the shorter ones he has better efforts. He scrambles and is stuffed. Lost a couple.
Throw a screen over to his right. There are 4 bodies to that screen side, so he pulls off of it. Good pass rush up front. We mentioned this defensive front, even down their best player. By far the best front that Kevin Wilson has had in his 5 years here. Closes down that gap. Yet for Ohio State.
Elliott, nice hole, and an even better tackle by
infection in his knee. Good to have him back for the Hoosiers.
Cardale Jones, 4 out of 4, now 5 out of 5, but all for short yardage. Jones with flanked running backs. Option look. Jones with a keeper. Nothing. Yards on offense has Ohio State. Jones back to throw. Blitz coming. They don't get there. There's the deep pass caught by.
So they get anything going.
Elliott again. Stuffed.
Well, it looks like the only ones they confused by going fast on that one was themselves. There's 2 maroon jerseys standing right in the hole.
Sudfeld gave him an opportunity for a big one. Cardale Jones under pressure. Escapes and throws wide open. Jalen Marshall. Ball's loose. Indiana looking. Thought it was worth the try. But hoping they won't get burned now. Elliott hurdles the tackler and then it's knocked down inside the 10.
So he's going with the hurdle instead.
Jones for the end zone, too high, incomplete. 4-man rush, good protection. The pass, that ball hit the ground, incomplete. Intended for
runoff. Ohio State could not try a field goal at the end of the half.
Jones, plenty of time, has a man wide open, and it's Marshall to midfield and more.
Time, but you want to be careful here, burning a lot of this clock for this play.
Jones again, no pressure. Little relief valve pass to his
60.
Jones, delayed throw. That's complete down to the 25. All day to throw. Still can't find anybody. And now they've got Cardale Jones back at the 34-yard line.
He's wasting clock here and yardage, obviously.
Back to throw again. Pressure, throws as he's hit, and a dart to Michael.
Throws.
When the running game has just been swallowed up.
And a little fresher, especially with a little easier non-conference start to the season.
Jones retreats to his goal line, floats it out in the flat to Dontre Wilson. The longest run from its own 23. The offense has been able to generate 2 field goals. That's it. They'll pick up about 12 on this play to Braxton.
Running between the tackles last week.
Fake to Elliott. Cardale Jones under pressure, hit as he throws. Elliott, power sweep, dives to the 45-yard line, about 2 yards shy of down. This game has been full of them. They run Wilson in motion, give it to Elliott. Ezekiel Elliott off to the races. Dutra is the only one that can catch him. And it's a
the end zone or a long jump.
Ohio State, great field position. That pass behind. Jones dropped. A little bit behind Marshall, but certainly catch. Ohio State, again, with great field position. Elliott, big hole. Ezekiel Elliott cuts it to the outside, breaks a tackle. Knocked out of bounds at the 19-yard line. Injuries, but when the guys you really count on are the ones that are hurt, you're in trouble. Elliott again.
You know, I go back to a couple of series yet, but the defense has just played really well.
Jones under pressure, and they got him. This is the way. Tight formation, they'll give it to Samuel. Trying to get to the outside. Play looked like it had something in it, but he only picks up about 4 before he's... Never a bad idea. Could get it here, or the fake, and Cardale Jones in trouble.
There we go.
And they take the big man down at the 27-yard line. They'll run it. And they got the first down and more. Elliott. Ezekiel Elliott. 65 yards on 4th and an inch.
Are there?
No, there aren't. Cardale Jones for the end zone. Touchdown.
Can you melt this clock and get out of here with a win?
Elliott, flag is down. Elliott breaks contain again. Ezekiel Elliott, his 3rd huge run of the day. Touchdown pending the flag. 75 yards.
It would have been a nice long run, but watch as Elliott goes to break it. It'll come from the top of your screen. Well, that was the offside, just a touch early by Ralph Green. But watch Thomas freeze right there. Yeah, that was holding on Michael Thomas. So it would have been a nice run, but.
Elliott. They string him out again. He tries to cut back. A lot of defense. Eddie George had 314. Elliott hurdles somebody and pays the price for it. They got him at the 15-yard, melting away. Elliott, through a little hole, needs to get to the 26. Little touch pass to Marshall, and Marshall couldn't turn the corner. The Hoosiers